What's up everybody? My name is Elliott, but you can call me the Motory Notary. And remember, sometimes in life you gotta take 2 steps forward and then you gotta take 1 step back. And that's almost always the case with my Volvo, where I'll have 2 weeks of trouble-free driving, followed by a repair that will leave it immobile for 1 week. It's very frustrating. This is my 2005 Volvo V70R with the Spaceball manual, and I bought it a few months ago after it had been sitting more or less abandoned for 3+ years, as you can tell from the condition of the paint. But since I purchased it, I've done a lot of refreshing here and there to get the car back to roadworthy status again. But that's all going to change today because, of course, its electronic demons haven't fully been exercised yet, and the ultimate goal of today's video is to get the steering angle sensor out and get it sent off to the folks at Zemedex so they can have a look at it. Unfortunately, that will render the car immobile. So, before I do that, I'm going to do what anybody would do before they completely immobilize a car. I'm going to replace its wipers, because that makes sense. Let's go get this thing some blades. All right, well, it's wiper time on the old Volvo V70R, and I just cracked open the wiper arms that I ordered from eBay separately because that's just the only way they were sold. One was $25, one was $35. Again, not sure what made one more valuable than the other, but I do know what makes them different from one another now that I've opened them. So check this out. So one of them looks like this, and I've already put my FCP Euro Bosch blade on it. It is the correct part number, and it fits on just fine. Goes on, fits right, looks right, everything's good. However, you go over to this one, and this one has a little hook attachment. Now, the hook attachment is drastically different than how the other one attaches, and I'll show you why. Yeah, the correct blade has this cool little attachment point here. This has some sort of archaic hook that does not fit into this thing at all. So I started looking it up, referencing part numbers, and this one's way off. It even says on the tag something Volvo year 2003 Volvo 60 series. I ordered something for a 2004 and up. Apparently on eBay you can just fill in the blanks on part numbers, and I was left with this. Now the interesting part is that this one still fits on there perfectly in the right position and will work just fine. They both fit, they both work. It's just gonna be a situation where I have to buy 2 separate blades for this car. Luckily, you don't have to replace windshield wiper blades all that often, and it's really not that big of a deal, but it just goes to show you that sometimes even the simplest things on a car can have added complications. Speaking of which, that's what my uncle is doing over here. The threads on this were so messed up that he's been tapping it and messing with it, and how's it going now?
Perfect.
Oh, well, good. Well, now we're just a quick trip to O'Reilly's away from this car having wiper blades. Also worth noting on the car, though, a few of you have pointed out in the comments that apparently my rear window blade is on backwards. So I'm gonna have to look into that. And while we're at O'Reilly's, I'm gonna have to get a new one of these because this guy has seen better days. And I mean, apparently, because, oh, I wasn't even kidding. I guess it has seen better days. So I guess we'll bring this with us and then reattach this the correct way and see if this thing's gonna be capable of driving in the rain from here on out. And just like that, we are back from the land of the 4-leaf clover, AKA O'Reilly's, with a new blade. Now this one actually will work with the hook style as demonstrated here. Like I said, I'm just gonna put both arms on because it doesn't matter, and now I'll have wipers. I'll just have kind of a hybrid wiper system on this Volvo, which will make it unique and possibly be a selling point in the future. Wipers are secure and on and in position. Now the only thing left to do is to test it out. We got one! What happened? All right, do it again. Yeah, this one's just spinning. Hey, but look how clear the driver's side is. This is gonna be so safe now. Mission half successful. Need to tighten it up. That driver's one works fantastically. Honestly, a little too well. Hit it again. Yeah, it reaches all the way up to here. So there's gonna be some adjustment needed. It's okay, it's part of the process. All right, yeah, slowest setting here. Look at that, now they both work. And it's, my finger was firmly on the paint. That's gonna rub a raw spot in the paint, and this is supposed to be the only raw spot on the paint. What is the deal with wipers on Volvos? All right, so update on the wiper situation. I had the wrong arm on the wrong side and bought the wrong side blade for the wrong arm on the other side. And now we've got everything switched around and the correct blades in the right places, but now I need to go back to O'Reilly's and get the correct blade for the wrong arm that I have. All right, so both wipers are on and secure. I have my cup of water here. Let's give this a try again. Whoa, look at that. Shucked the water right off. This is amazing. This is something I've never seen on this car. And it just like shucked water all the way over here. They might have shucked water on the Mercedes. That's how good these wipers are. Well, that whole wiper situation was a little needlessly complex, but we got it done just in time for this car to not be driven for the next week or two, which means we've reached the point in the video where this car needs to be immobilized. And here to help me do that is everybody's favorite guest all the way from Scottsdale, Arizona, Jacob.
Yeah, why is it every time I'm here, this car gets taken apart and not put back together? I never get to enjoy it.
But you're good at the taking apart part.
Demolition man, I guess.
Yeah. Well, first step is to disconnect the battery so that way this airbag doesn't go off in our face. So
yeah, we've had enough of that this year.
I'm done with
specifically.
That. Yeah. So let's get that thing disconnected. Go ahead and disconnect the battery. Let the power drain from this thing because we are working with basically an explosive in here. Prop rod.
Prop rod.
Dude, I do have these.
You couldn't have done that before we... Okay.
No, well, I figured I'll put them in while the car's immobilized. I'll have all of the time in the world then.
Yeah, I mean, like you did with the wipers, because that makes sense.
That's when you do stuff. It's like a rainy day repair.
And smoke.
It made smoke?
It made smoke.
Oh, good.
Why you have wood?
Well, yeah, it keeps it wedges it in place.
Yeah, if you can't fix all of your woes with duct tape and wood, what can you do?
All right, so now we'll just give it a few minutes, let the power find its way out of the vehicle, and then start the dangerous part of this, which is in the driver's seat there. Now, the reason we're removing the steering wheel and thus immobilizing the Volvo is because in there is the steering angle sensor, which I'm told is kind of tied to several different modules, which I'm having trouble with in the car. Apparently the brake control module, the yaw sensor, and like one other module all kind of tie through the steering angle sensor. So if it's not working, the others aren't going to work either. And the folks at Zemedex basically told me to start here with the rest of my electronic woes. Like I said though, the dangerous part is removing the steering wheel, which has the most powerful airbag in the whole car, which is again why I have Jacob here, because it's always smart to have somebody else remove your steering wheel if you can help it, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like too complex of a procedure though. You remove the little like plastic shrouds, right?
I've done actually a lot worse, and I was really dreading this being a Volvo, but it's pretty simple. You like torques these little shrouds off, put the key in to allow the wheel to turn. You turn it halfway, pop the airbag out, turn it back to neutral, key out, lock it, 18 mil. Bob's your uncle.
Sounds so simple. It was like a 18-step Lego right there, which is Swedish, right? Legos are Swedish.
Are they?
Pretty sure.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so we got one side of the airbag already popped out. So basically, strongman it. There's a hole on either side.
Man, it would suck if that went off in your face right now.
Yeah, just jam the back of your airbag with the flathead, and you lift up.
Oh,
Dude,
that looks nice happening. It was like,
yeah.
And now you've got yourself a handheld claymore. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is where
This is like bomb defusal.
You cut the blue wire or the red wire?
I'd say go for bold and just snip.
Nothing's happened yet.
Hey.
All right, now
throw
for those
it.
of you that haven't played with these before, set it face up so it doesn't turn itself into its own projectile essentially and send these through a windshield of another car.
Look at this dude, it's like a racing wheel now.
Yeah, where's your Momo?
My Momo's at home. Her name's Barbara.
Turn it back to neutral. I'll find the center there. Take the key out so it locks the wheel.
And now you break the big center boy. I'm gonna get in here filmmaker's angle. Hang on. Whoa.
That wasn't even that hard.
Whoa.
Like, this is seriously
You got out like a breaker bar for that.
This is the easiest steering wheel removal I've ever done. Whoa, hold on. Look in here. It says Spain.
What?
It says Spain.
The Spaniards made this wheel?
That's an unexpected turn of events.
I didn't know they were working together.
This next axis of evil.
Yeah.
The Spaniards and the Swedes. No, this would be the time where we would want to mark center line.
Ooh. Fear not, Jacob, because I have a marker from my daughter's set. It is a permanent chalk marker in creamsicle.
And wouldn't you know, that's what the service manual actually recommends.
Wow, how handy. Oh, look, I mean, it's already got some pink in there. It's fine.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and mark. So here we go. Moment of truth. Yeah.
I'll take this. It'll just go back there.
And
is this it? This is the steering angle sensor.
this is it.
And of course, the downside of all of this is once it's removed, as you can see, it's been kind of spinning around, it has to be recalibrated. And you might think, oh, well, you've got the Vita software, that's no problem. Well, apparently it requires like the full paid version of Vita, which I hope I can get like a trial version of or something, because I kind of burned my bridges at the Volvo dealership here. So I guess we'll cross this new bridge when we get to it, and hopefully don't burn this one.
And then there.
Boom. All right, and
There's your culprit,
this
hopefully.
is the author to all my pain.
Yes, that is your Spectre.
Okay, well, now it is time to send this off to the folks at Zemedex. Hopefully they come back and just say, yeah, this was bad. Send me another one and we'll be on our way. But now the car is completely undrivable because, well, the steering wheel's out of it. So it's time to put this thing back on its favorite mode of transportation, the wheel skates. Well, that sure was fun. Excellent work not having the airbag go off in your face.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
But what do you say now that the car is totally immobilized, we put in those hatch struts that you wanted in the beginning of the video?
Well, at least when we have to plug the battery back in a month from now or whenever, hopefully not that long, the struts will hold the rear hatch open.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. All right, let's go see what that's gonna take. All right, so this has been a problem since I got the car, and a lot of people have said, Elliot, why don't you just replace him? It can't be that hard. Well, Jacob, if you don't mind, pop it open and I'll show you why. See, traditionally, hatch struts would be like accessible right here, and you can see these though go down into, well, somewhere in here. So basically, this is a little bit more involved than your typical hatch strut replacement job, as we have to disassemble almost the entire rear interior of the car. But car's on skates, and I've got help. Might as well do it now. So let's get to popping some plastic panels. Ooh, that was a good popping plastic panels.
Yeah, say that 3 times fast.
Popping plastic panels, popping plastic panels. All right, let's do it.
Put a beat to it, dude. You got a hit. You got a banger.
Okay, so we got the interior all disassembled here, and now you can finally see the old hatch struts. And underneath here is where it lives. And I noticed when I took this panel out, it had some like oil and stuff on it. So I was like, what is that from? And then I saw the strut here has been blown so badly that it's just leaking. And same thing over here.
Yeah,
oh, this one's got like a drip.
There's gonna be a stalactite of strut oil.
So needless to say, this has been long overdue. But we're done with the hard parts, so now all we have to do is pop the old ones out, slide the new ones in, and next thing you know, this prop rod is gonna be a thing of the past. Let's continue.
There we go.
Boom. Boom.
There we go.
Nice.
You think one's enough to hold it up?
Probably not, but I think we should definitely try it.
Well, we might as well stress test these parts, right?
Yes. Okay, do it.
Take guesses, take bets.
Oh, stabilis.
Coming in clutch.
Wow. All right. That one did go flying.
Oh yeah, it's all the way. Hold on. You see it? It is all the way right there.
I think I bent it.
And then the other one pulls this way. There it is. What we've learned about Volvo is they like to use Spanish-speaking countries to build their parts.
Yeah, because these are made in Mexico.
Mexico, and the steering wheel is made in Spain.
Yeah.
So Swedish built, is it really?
Look at that. They put a nice dollop of grease in there. Very generous.
Pre-greased. That's how you know it's
Quality. All right.
So
Well, yeah, it doesn't line up, dude.
the rod doesn't line up.
Yeah, it doesn't line up.
Okay, well, let me.
And I can't compress this.
Yeah, well.
Look at that. It's a two-man job right here. Boom. All right, we're all wrapped up. Interior panels are back together. Let's see. Oh, there's resistance. This is the real test. Little help. Amazing. I've never known this car to have a working hatch, so this is going to be awesome when I get to drive it again. Well, it's always a good time when your friend can come to town and help you totally disassemble and disable your Volvo. Thank you, Jacob. You've done a huge service to us all.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, anytime.
Now I just need to get it back together after I get the A-OK from the folks at Zemedex. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I do have a lot more wagon content coming up between the Volvo wagon and the CarTrek Mercedes wagon, so stay tuned for some of that. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff that I can't always post on YouTube there. Like me on Facebook. Be sure to join my Facebook group. It's a great place to share memes, and I'm almost always in there interacting in the comments. And other than that, be sure to like, share, and subscribe on this video. It greatly helps my YouTube performance, and I will see you guys on the next video. It's like ice skating, but with a car. All right, new ones are from Stabilis, which is, I believe, what they call Fiat Chrysler now. Stellantis. It was a dumb joke. All right.